watching this series and you still don't know what to do about NP school, I want you to hear this. That is not a problem. That is actually exactly where you're supposed to be. See, you probably found this video by looking up NP school, looking up what nurse practitioners are saying. Should they go? Do they regret it? You're feeling the pressure of watching your colleagues maybe going back to NP school, and you're trying to figure out your option and what to do. And some of it can just make it confusing. And what you really need probably at this point is space to figure out what's best for you. See, I had a similar situation. When I was graduating from nursing school, I knew I wanted to be a nurse practitioner, and I loved pediatrics. See, pediatrics, nurse practitioner. And at that time, most people did primary care. So I applied to a pediatric primary care nurse practitioner program. Did my GRE, sent the application, did an interview. And during the interview, I was getting the feeling that the program director didn't think I was a great fit for the program. So rather than get rejected, I removed my application and paused. And I sat there trying to figure out, what am I gonna do? I know I wanna be a nurse practitioner. This doesn't seem like the avenue. What am I missing? And let me tell you, that time to pause and reflect helped me realize I like taking care of sick kids. I work in critical care. Why would I go into preventative care if that's not my passion? And that made the biggest difference in the trajectory of my career, as I chose a specialty that was aligned with who I was and what I wanted to do. Because honestly, that space to think helped me realize I wouldn't have loved the role. And that was the honest truth. So sometimes we just need to pause, reflect before we choose. And at this point, as you watch these videos, you don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to be aware enough and thoughtful enough about your decision that you know you will trust yourself to make the best decision that's right for you. So if you are in this place of feeling stuck, trust me, more content is not gonna help you. More options of various programs probably will make it more confusing. Because what really helps is having this space to actually think through your decision, and ideally with someone in your corner. And that's why I really created this video series, not as a checklist, but as a mirror to yourself so that you could hear your own answer. In video 1, would you become an NP if you didn't care about the salary? If you didn't see everyone talking about the different NP specialties? In video 2, I asked you to ask yourself 3 critical questions on why you want to become an NP to make sure you're making the right decision for you, about the lifestyle that you want to live, about the type of work you want to do. In video 3, I reassured you that becoming an NP is not just a promotion from nursing. It's a mindset shift. It's a different way of thinking with different responsibility and different work. And in video 4, I shared my experience of my first year as an NP with imposter syndrome, negotiating of salary, and waiting a whole year until I finally got it. Meaning I figured out how to do the job and do it well. And if any of that made you pause, that matters. So if you're still unsure, that's exactly where you're supposed to be. That means you care about not just doing the next thing, wasting money on a degree that doesn't fit you. So at this point, you don't need more content. You need real conversation. And that's exactly why I started offering 20-minute clarity calls for free. Not to tell you what to do, but to help you get quiet enough to figure out what you want to do and what's best for you. The idea is not to rush, but it's to take some space and time to figure out your next step. Because you're really not behind, but sometimes just bouncing our ideas off of someone makes all the difference. Therefore, if you're at the crossroads right now and you're tired of going on in circles, what should you do? Should you apply? And you just want to talk it through, the link to book a free 20-minute clarity call is in the description. It's low pressure, again, it's free, and it might be the most useful 20 minutes you spend this month. And if you're not quite there yet, that's okay too. Stick around because I'm going to continue having these types of conversations about nursing, nursing school, mid-career nursing, just to help us understand how to move forward in our career. And if you don't want to miss the next one, just subscribe below. And remember, your career doesn't have to look like anyone else's. It just has to look like yours.